Right now, you are thinking about starting a supplement company and you think that you're going to be making $1 million from this guy here by the end of the year. You're sitting on a beach, sipping a tequila, and everything's going to be great. Let me tell you, I thought that as well, and boy was I wrong. So starting a supplement company is super difficult. It's a very large investment, and honestly, I would say right now, I barely make enough money to cover everything. Do I make money? Is a business successful? Yes, I am profiting more than what my expenses are, but am I making $1 million? Is this enough to live on yet? No. I've been doing this for 2 years. I have expanded my products. Right now, everything that I get back from the business, I do reinvest in it. So I start off with some pre-workout, and now I have 2 more things to pre-workout, or 2 like flavors or formulas. I also got this recovery blend. So therefore, I am growing. I got t-shirts, shakers. So like I said, everything that I make is reinvested. And this is exactly what you need to do. A lot of people, they'll buy the product and then they'll sell it, and then all the money they're making, they'll go buy something fancy because they made some money. Woohoo! But this road is going to lead to disaster. So therefore, that's my number one thing before you start a supplement company. You need to realize it's going to take time. Things are going to not happen right away. One book I strongly suggest that you read is The Compound Effect. You need to learn that things are going to take time and then they're going to go ahead and escalate. You need to have delayed gratification. To make things more exciting, you're not going to make a lot of money right away. It's going to take some time. And secondly, the best thing is that it's going to be a giant investment. I do have another video talking about how much I invested into the company, how much every little thing was. I'll put the link to that in below. But ultimately, it was around $6,000-$7,000 for 250 tubs. And this included all the software, all the printers, everything that I had to actually start the company. Like I said, everything is in that video, but it's a very large investment to barely make anything at all. Plus, you got to put in a lot of time making videos like this, as well as networking and marketing. I'll make a whole nother video talking about that, and I'm going to tell you how I make sales, how I originally started making sales, and how it wasn't working for me. And I'll do all this within the next week or so. I'll probably record this video after this one, and then I'll edit it. That way you can see it. So, why you should not start a supplement company? 2 big reasons. You're not going to make a lot of money right away. And secondly, it's going to be a very large investment. So therefore, you need to play the long game. One of the biggest mistakes that I also made is I was way too nice to people. So I would get someone who was interested in my product or my company, but really they would want freebies. So they'd say, hey dude, I want to be an athlete for you, I want to make videos, I want to help you grow your company. Just send me a tub of this guy and I'll make sure that happens. So guess what my dummy self did? Trusted this bozo on the internet. I sent them a tub, and do you think they ever made a video? You think I ever heard from them again? Nope. And this happened time and time again. With a lot of like big influencers or people who had a lot of followers, I figured, oh, this is going to be awesome. This is where I'm going to make it, right? Wrong. I also give people a lot of discounts, which is probably not the best thing to do because once again, you need to make money if you're going to be successful in business. However, my stuff is a little bit more pricier than Bucked Up, Rise. You see all these big brands that are super cheap, but they are also buying a dozen of these guys for $5 a pop when I'm paying almost 3-4 times that. So therefore, if I want to make a little bit of money, I need to have a little bit higher prices. Plus, my formulas are a little bit better, so therefore, I want to show the value of what you're actually getting versus what you're buying from them. But going back to giving people deals, I'll be in a rut where I won't be making a lot of money for a while. I'll be low on sales, and I have some subscriptions that are coming up that need paid. And I need $300 real quick. So guess what I do? I reach out to some people and I say, hey dude, you want a $30 gift card or a $25 gift card? Oh yeah, I want that. And then they buy it. So therefore, that gives me enough money to basically just cover my butt. But once again, not making any money. Starting a supplement company is super hard. Would I go back and do it again? Maybe. I'll tell you in a couple years from now, but right now I would 100%. Do I think I could have invested my money a little bit smarter, a little bit better? 100%. I definitely could have. Could I have gone harder into the supplement business and actually focused more on it? Yes, I could have. I made a lot of mistakes, and that's one reason I'm documenting my journey, making videos like this, so you can see all the mistakes I made. That way you can learn from me and not make them yourself. So therefore, if you're still watching this long, I strongly suggest you subscribe, like, comment, whatever. I like helping people. I've helped tons of people start a supplement company. Now, a lot of them have stopped after a month or so, or I don't want to say a month, probably a year or so. Most of them give up. And I would say the number one reason that a lot of people give up is because they have no idea what they're getting into. Once again, why I'm making this video. One of my favorite quotes by Abe Lincoln is, if you give me 6 hours to cut down a tree, I will spend 4 of the 6 hours sharpening the axe. And I believe that's what I did. So I spent probably 3-4 years just reading business books, learning about different things, listening to podcasts, getting that business mindset right. And then that's when I went and started to actually execute. Now, did I do everything I can on the execution part? No. And once again, that's my fault. That's why I'm sharing my mistakes. But a lot of these people, the reason they fail is because I'll message them and I'll be helping them and I'll say, hey, do you know who Alex Ramosi is, or Andy Elliott, or Andy Frisella? Like some pretty big names within like the business world. And they'll say, no. I'll be like, what podcasts are you listening to right now? What books are you reading? Nothing. So literally they spent $8,000 on supplement stuff and they have no idea how to actually sell or tell people about it or market. They don't know anything. They just threw their money away essentially. And this is why a lot of people fail. So like I said, my next video is going to be basically just going over how I make sales with my company. But before you buy a bunch of this stuff, you need to learn. Ask me stuff. I'll help you as much as possible. Something else that I strongly suggest to people is you need to be an entrepreneur before you can become an entrepreneur, or I strongly suggest you do. Get to know the game a little bit. And this is what I tell people. I say, sign up to become an ambassador for my company. If you can make 100 sales in 6 months, then you can start your own supplement company. This means that you're able to make sales, you're able to do great things, and I help them because obviously they're helping me make money. I want to help them make money because I do pay a commission if they bring in the sales. But then I say like, hey dude, you're doing great. Go do your own thing, because I want to encourage them to chase their dreams. Now, a lot of people at this point, they'll say, no dude, I love Top Fitness. This is where I'm at. This is where I want to be. So therefore, they get more involved in the company and they become more of an entrepreneur than an entrepreneur. Because going back to the beginning of this video, being an entrepreneur sucks. You got to invest a ton of money. However, if you're just an entrepreneur, you are just doing what I say. You're helping grow the company. I'm paying you, and I don't want to say you're an employee, but like you're within the company. But honestly, these people are awesome. I love everyone who helps out with Top Fitness. I'm super appreciative of you. And that's kind of my spiel on what you should focus on before you start a supplement company and why you shouldn't start a supplement company. Before you start, make sure you learn, you talk to me, talk to other people who have started a supplement company. You want to get a mentor. And this is something that I didn't have. I had like podcasts and stuff, and they were my mentor. But I try to be a mentor to a lot of people, help them as much as I can. Now, do I do the best job? No, I do the best I can. I give them all the advice that they've asked me. And like I said, I've helped tons of people start a supplement company, but a lot of them have just crapped the bed. And that's because they didn't learn beforehand, and they want me to do everything. And I can only lead the horse so far, but I can't make it drink. If you guys have any questions or anything, please let me know. I'm happy to answer. But like I said in the beginning of this video, it's going to take a lot of time and a lot of money. So get ready, because you can definitely start other businesses for a lot less money. My wife and I, we talk about this all the time. She started a dog grooming business, and it was maybe like $500-$600 was her investment. And now she's making almost $15,000 a month. Yeah, $15,000 a month. And we are planning on just growing that number even more. Her business has been doing fantastic, a lot better than my business. Now, that is like her main gig, as well as being a mom. She's super awesome. She does great. But yeah, so here we are. Anyway, like I said, if you have any questions, let me know. See you in the next one. Be the 1%.